I got that kind of.
What's going on, guys? Mr. Clasher here. Welcome back to another Pokemon Go video. In today's video, guys, I'll be talking about a brand new game that is going to be coming out later this year, and it's not going to replace Pokemon Go exactly, but I was reading an article and I've been actually hearing it on the news as well about a brand new game that's going to be coming now. Again, this is not to replace Pokemon Go. I don't think any game will replace Pokemon Go, but a company has seen how, Niantic made Pokemon Go and the mechanics and stuff, and we're gonna kind of go over this article briefly, and pretty much I'm gonna state the main points of what the article is basically saying. So first of all, guys, it says here that Pokemon Go, the very first, I believe, month has earned over $200 million in profit. So that is a lot of money for Pokemon Go, and that's when the game really blew up. Now obviously you guys know the game did die out like maybe in the summertime or something, or I should say a couple months after the game was released, because a couple months ago the game didn't have anything, guys, like whatsoever. It's the same old Pokemon until like the 80 new Gen 2 Pokemon came out. The game was just plain out flat. But once the 80 new Gen 2 Pokemon came out, that's when the whole game changed and players are still looking for the new Pokemon. So that was a huge twist. But now Pokemon Go is really fun, and it's just super duper fun, and this game's not going to replace the Pokemon Go. And it's pretty interesting how some of the statistics that this article states about Pokemon Go. But anyway, I basically keep saying that. So basically, guys, here's the CEO saying what Niantic has done, what kind of mechanism is inside the game, and they figured it out. Basically, now it's not going to be the exact same type of game, but it's going to be somewhat similar. And what I mean by that is basically you're a character inside the game, and this game is going to be called Snatch. So sorry I didn't tell you guys that earlier, but the game will be called Snatch. And basically, like Pokemon Go, you get to walk around, let's say, like the close areas, suburbs, whatnot, and or the city, and basically you're going to be collecting things like $2 coupon or something, or like some prizes. Obviously it's not going to be like $100 gift card, but it's going to be small prizes that if you actually find it, like you find Pokemon, other people can actually steal it from you. And in the shop, I believe I was reading the article, in the shop you can buy things where it protects your item. So they say that's not their biggest, I guess, profit. Like in Pokemon Go, you have to buy Pokeballs and incense and eggs and gold, and with gold you can buy all that stuff. So it's going to be somewhat similar with this new game. Now it is not in the United States, which is kind of bummer, because this game looks really, really cool, but it is also available in other countries, so that's pretty awesome. Now if we go to, where does it say that? Okay, it's in the UK. So basically people in the UK are playing this game. It's been downloaded over 250,000 times. That is pretty good. So we're gonna have to see when this game comes out, any details, but from reading this article, it's very interesting how the game's going to play out, and how people can steal other people's like gift cards or prizes or somewhat. And basically it's going to be pretty much like brands. So I believe there's 25 brands that signed up, if I'm not mistaken. There's going to be probably more brands right here, guys. 25 brands have signed 1-year contracts to promote their products in the game. So obviously there's going to be some sweet stuff. Hopefully it's going to be some good brands, not like obviously unknown brands, or pretty much ones that are not good. So basically the CEO keeps talking about how pretty much the game can have momentum and stuff inside. And it says here, the idea, he says, is to avoid the significant drop in players in Pokemon Go faced as the hype cooled down. And says here, we're very mindful of the very steep curve Pokemon Go had, says Lloyd. We just want to have a game that has a longer life cycle. So that's pretty interesting, because he just called out Niantic just a little bit, saying pretty much that the game didn't have a full life, or like a life cycle, I guess. Personally, I think, even though I did state that Pokemon Go was somewhat stale, you know, a few months back before anything special was happening. I mean, they were like, you know, Valentine's update and those small updates that was good for about a week or two, but pretty much after that, that's when things got, you know, stale again. So, but personally, I think Niantic is doing very well, and this year is going to be huge for Pokemon Go because there's going to be the new system update, I guess, gym update, and then there's going to be 2 major updates. Plus, if that's not including that, I think on top of those 2 things, guys, a legendary Pokemon might be coming this year. CEO, you know, John Hank really has teased us about a legendary Pokemon, you know, coming out later this year. So we're gonna have to see how this game goes along with Pokemon Go, whether players gonna quit playing Pokemon Go or both gonna play, you know, Snatch and Pokemon Go at the same time. So we'll see how it's gonna turn out, guys. But it's not available in the United States yet. It is in the UK. So if you do live in the UK, go ahead, download the game. And if you're not United States, it's not, you know, going to be available till later this year. Now, on the side note, they say it's going to be, once it does hit the US, it's going to be one city at a time. So it probably might take a while, you know, because if it's going to be one city at a time instead of, you know, like a whole big, you know, just launch, it's going to be a while, maybe till your city gets the update or whatever. So I don't know how exactly that is going to work out, but we'll be getting the game later this year, hopefully maybe in a couple months. I'll keep you guys updated, but that's pretty cool and pretty interesting how I actually found out it's CNBC. So I've actually heard of this game. People have been talking about it. So anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, go ahead, smash the like button. That would be amazing. And as always, I'll see you all on my next video.